Alright guys, hello and welcome. Jason Clemens here. I want to take a second to shoot another brief video, a few minutes long, of course, about losing weight. This one in particular is going to have to do with the food you're actually sticking in your body, okay? And I'm going to explain a few things that you can do here in order to experience some quick results. I'm not a huge fan in really having to practice very strict discipline in your diet and having to do so for a really long period of time. The way you have to do with a vast majority of weight loss methods out there. I'm a fan of eating simple, eating in a way that can be done by everybody, and eating in such a way that's going to get you results, very quickly. I'm talking 7 days or less, and improve your health as well. So that's what this video is here. In particular, I want to talk about the first and foremost tip, as I did in my last video. I want to just reiterate the benefits of a simple diet. Okay, and what I mean by simple diet is a diet in where you're repeating a few base foods on a daily basis. Okay, I realize that variety gets talked about a lot when you're trying to lose weight. A lot of people are preaching variety because they claim that somehow by eating a variety of food you're getting more nutrients in your body and therefore it's healthier. But while I used to be of this mind frame, I now am of a different mind frame. Okay, it's no knock against variety. I've just found that the results can come far quicker. It's far simpler. It's far less overwhelming, and it can be extremely healthy to focus on a simple diet where we're repeating foods on a day-to-day basis. So here's an example. A food that can be repeated each day for breakfast would be oatmeal. Okay, that's a whole grain. It's far better than eating breakfast cereal if you're trying to lose weight, because most breakfast cereals tend to be refined. They tend to cause elevated blood sugar spikes, as I've talked about in some of my past videos. And then those spikes will, of course, store excess body fat, whereas oatmeal is a whole grain that hasn't been refined, all right? And they will not cause the elevated blood sugar spikes, so you can repeat that oatmeal on a day-to-day basis. That would be an example. Then as far along the lines as other meals throughout that day, I like to eat a base protein, all right? So something like chicken. Okay, so chicken is an item that gets repeated in my daily diet, all right? And then a vegetable to go along with that would be spinach. That would get repeated in my daily diet. Another example would be sweet potatoes, and another example would be something along the lines of a lean beef. Okay, so with all those food items, those could be base food items for me on a given 7-day set. Okay, so if your main goal is to lose weight fast, you want to start seeing results right away. Okay, start noticing differences in your digestion, start noticing differences in your energy, and in specifically body fat. An example meal would be wake up, eat oatmeal. Okay, for your second meal, I would come back and eat something like a chicken breast and spinach. For your third meal, you would come back and you could do like a sweet potato and some lean beef. For your fourth meal, you could come back and you could eat something along the lines of a spinach salad. And then if you're going to eat 5 meals a day, that last meal could be some form of lean beef. All right, that would be an example of my day. Okay, a daily eating pattern that if I just take that and then I could repeat that the next day and switch it up a little bit. Maybe the chicken goes in my salad. Okay, maybe on my oatmeal I add bananas, which would be fine. But I'm still repeating the same base meals, all right, for a 7-day set. All right, I find that your body gets used to that, and the results typically show up very quickly, and people are quite surprised that something so, quote, simple can actually produce such amazing results. All right, so that would be tip 1 along the lines of what you're actually eating. Okay, tip 2 comes very much in line with this. I hear a lot of people preaching 5 to 6 meals a day, which is excellent. It's outstanding. It's what I do in my day-to-day life. But a lot of people get overwhelmed. Either they can't afford it, or it's hard for them to work in at least 5 meals a day when they're at their job or when they're working. So what can be done as an alternative is just to eat 4, quite frankly. I've seen a lot of people get dynamite results with 4 meals. The most important thing to me becomes meal spacing. okay, or at least one of the most important things becomes meal spacing. Whether you're eating 4 meals or 5 meals or 6 meals becomes your meal spacing, okay, because typically your digestion is going to take about 2 hours to really get that digestion going. So after you eat breakfast, if you're coming back to eat right away in 45 minutes, I would just consider that one meal, because quite frankly, your body has not digested what you've eaten. All right, so the way I like to do it is, if I'm eating breakfast, I would wait like 2 hours in between for my next meal. Then I'd wait like 2 to 2.5 hours. Then I would wait another 2 to 2.5 hours, and I would space my meals like that. Okay, if I'm only going to eat 4 meals, I might wait 3 or 3.5 hours in between those meals. Okay, and if I'm eating 5 to 6, it would be less. All right, but spacing is very important because it gives your body a rhythm. All right, so those are 2 tips. They're 2 incredibly simple tips, all right, that you can apply today. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, this is so easy. How can this possibly get me out of my rut? How can this possibly make a difference? I mean, it's so simple. I've tried everything. What I'm telling you is just to give it a shot over the next 7 days. I'm not going to sit here and give you guarantees like you'll lose 20 pounds in 7 days doing this. What I'm going to ask you to do is just watch for changes in your body, okay? What a lot of people discover is that their digestion tends to work better. They tend to have more energy because their body is actually on a set rhythm of eating, okay? And the weight actually tends to begin to come off very good in that time frame if they're eating along the lines of the similar base foods that I've discussed here. Okay, so give that a shot. I hope you found the video useful. Hopefully it sheds some lights along with some of the things that maybe have confused you in the past. If you did find it useful, just please click the like button below. All that's doing is raising your hand and letting other people know, hey, this is a good video, and then they'll come and watch it. And then secondly, you can certainly visit me on my website. If you go there, you can check out a lot of free videos and articles. All right, so until next time, have yourselves a great day. I wish you all the best, and talk soon.